Nanda Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga Nityananda 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 Nityananda. All right. Lalita's here. All right. You must be feeling a little bit better. That's good. Nityananda. Oh, wait a second here. Okay, is my sound working now? Yeah. Okay, good. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gauravata Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gauravata Vrinda Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna. Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaurachandra, Gora Chandra Dicharada Dicharada Gora Chandra Gora Chandra Nityananda Nityananda Gora Chandra Gora Chandra Nityananda 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 Gora Chandra Gora Chandra Oh, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, 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 Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Ah, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Ask your question and we'll get back to it later. But in the meantime, it's time to eat. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Ah. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhaktavinda. Let's see here. Database. Hmm. Let's see here. Uh, Chapter 10, the trunk, branches, sub-branches of the Chaitanya tree. I might have you read again there, Lilita, but I'll read a few verses.
Is it Adilila?
Yeah, Adi Lila, chapter 10. Let me repeatedly offer my respectful obeisances unto the bee-like devotees, who always taste the sweet honey of the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu. Let me offer my let me repeatedly offer my respectful obeisances unto the bee-like devotees, who always taste the honey of the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. See, it's so nice to see examples of that here. Actually, look, you can see Lalita. You can see that's the path, man. She's an example of the path. Johan also. Anybody, anybody here that's tasting this nectar, or even hearing this nectar and you're tasting it like that. See, respectful obeisances to those devotees. See? But you can pay your respects to the super soul and all living entities, but don't pay your respects to those who identify with the false ego. No, don't do that, because that's a bad example. Follow the book, right? Don't we follow the book, Lolita? Isn't it nice? Follow the book, man. I pay my respectful obeisances to Lolita Ganga because she's a bee-like devotee. She tastes the nectar of the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya. I could see that with my own eyes. I don't have to doubt. Do I? Do you guys out there in ISKCON want to? You like to live a doubtful life? Do you want to have a doubtful guru? My guru is even my disciples, man. And my respectful obeisances to Johan and to Janaki and to Govinda, who taste the nectar of the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya. Any river. Oh, yeah, I don't look at their little problems. That's no big deal to me. But can you taste this nectar? I my respectful obeisance. I follow the book. Don't tell me Gohari doesn't follow anything. I follow by the book, believe it or not. I may have a sloppy, messy house here outside, but inside is another story. We keep it clean, don't we, Lilita? Clean, right? White glove here, white glove. You ain't gonna get my respectful obeisances if you don't taste the nectar of the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya and prove it. I'm gonna see some tears, man, don't you? I'm gonna see some bliss, some ecstasy, some deep revelation and realization. I just want to hear it as it is, even. Just tell me like it is, and magnify and clarify that. Is it clear, Lilita? Is it clear what is a real associate of the Lord? Is it clear what is the real guru in the Hare Krishna movement here? Your guru, if you can taste the nectar, you're be like devotee. Otherwise, step out, get out of our way. We're here to do some work, right? Yeah, what is this, you neophyte gurus? If you can't taste the nectar of the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya like the bee like devotees, you ain't no guru yet. So come over here, we'll make you a real guru. And don't give me this, I'm tasting the nectar, can't you see it? No, I see a person straining. What are you, constipated or something? That's what I see. See, no need to doubt anything, man. It's very nice, very simple, And if you got the mercy, see, this mercy comes in the is a gift through the ecstatic devotees who are the be-like devotees. That's the disciplic line, for God's sake. What is the problem? Yeah,
Spurs Nui semester. Your spot notification. Thank you.
yeah. Now listen to this. The next part of the verse. Even a dog, even if even a doggish non-devotee. See, a doggish non-devotee. Automatically, you're a dog. You can't taste this nectar. You're a dog. You dogs out there. I don't care. You can have a big title, Guru Dave and Acharya Dave, man. If you can't taste the nectar of the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya and prove it, you're a dog, man. Doggish person. But there's good news for you. There's good news. Good news. Even a doggish devotee like you. If you take shelter, what does it say? Let's read the verse exactly. I don't want to speculate here. I don't like speculations, if you've noticed. Even if a dog, even even a doggish non-devotee. See, again, we got to get it clear. Let's make it more clear. There might be some speculators out there. Non-devotee means you don't taste the nectar of Lord Chaitanya's lotus feet, were the point of bliss and tears and deep revelation that come from the bliss and tears and ecstasy. Okay? You're one of those. A non-devotee. But I got a devotee on. The GBC gave me a stamp to be Guru Dev and to be the deliverer of the universe. Too bad. It's not by the book. No, we got a checklist over here. You see, it says I'm Guru Dev. We juggled a few words here and there, and it's on that. I'm Guru. No. Or by the book. You're a non-devotee, no devotion, neophyte. Just admit it. Come here. You guys with the biggest titles, come here. Just admit you're a neophyte. Very easily you'll get love of Krishna. No, but we don't want that. We like name and fame and all that stuff. Well, okay, stay out there and maybe stay out there with the other doggish devotees who are interested in something other than tasting the nectar of this lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya's name and pastimes, like you see here every day. Sometimes I just like to beat something. Might as well beat non-devotees, man. Doggish non-devotees. Look, this is beating them into submission, man. Yeah, humorously, entertaining, like. I can imagine Charlie Dave looking at this thing. Is he for me or against me? I can't tell, man. He's making a big joke out of the whole thing, man. Yeah. It's a comedy thing. Yeah. See, I didn't finish the verse yet. Don't rush me, anybody out there. Karuna, you just be silent, be quiet, man. Don't worry, I'll get there. Almost finished with the verse. Even a doggish non-devotee somehow takes shelter of such devotees. I like that somehow or other. That's all he has to do. By some good luck, man. Then somehow you won the lottery where Krishna intervenes and says, come and take shelter. Those devotees who taste the nectar of the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya and prove it. Somehow, that some ISKCON devotee or Gaudiya Math devotee, somehow a lightning bolt comes in and just gives them this flash of light just to do that, because here is the opportunity to do that. What's going to be the result? Let's see. What is it? Let's see what the result is. He enjoys the aroma of the lotus flower. There we go. Isn't that amazing? You see people out there doing that? Look at Fanny. Look at Amy. Great examples. Thank you very much for your examples. John, it's everybody here, practically. See, enjoy the aroma of the lotus flower. Yeah. The aroma of this transcendental bliss, ecstasy. See, like Lalita was saying this morning, there's nothing like Krishna. There's nothing like the transcendental potency of God. It's so special. Amy says, yeah, it feels like that. By pure luck, I know you can listen to this amazing, life-changing preaching. I could just see her saying it. Thank you. Thank you also for giving me a chance to be a comedian here. To make something really, really serious, really, really, put it across in a funny way. I think that even Nishingadev would be scared of your roaring. Me roaring? I'm a comedian. I don't roar. I'm just cutting jokes. Even the roaring is a joke, The whole thing is we're jokingly saving people because if they took it seriously, they would pee their pants and all kinds of pass stool, and stuff like that, And we don't want them you know, to look bad. It's all about looking good in this world. No, no, Nishingadev thing. No, 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 I'm not going to do that. Ah, yeah. So anyway, everything is again in one verse is everything, man. The whole thing, man. Transcendental mellows, who the real associates of the Lord are, who is a real bona fide guru, everything. I don't need no big checklist. I just need one verse. There's so many verses like this that give you the whole path. The Lord came here to bring the gift of the attraction to Krishna because he was attracted to Krishna, and he gave that attraction to his followers, and they became gurus and teachers because they had attraction to Krishna. What is the difficulty, man? It's pretty simple. It's all right there, right before everybody's face. Mm, yeah. Okay, next verse. Another verse. All glories to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda, and all glories to Advaita Charya, and all glories to the devotees of Lord Chaitanya, headed by Srivas. So, if you're looking for the real path in life, say you're looking for the best of all paths in life, the best path in all life is somebody who is a devotee of Lord Chaitanya. Because Lord Chaitanya is the latest avatar. He gave the most powerful path, the most easy path. See, the greatest treasure of this, the highest attainment that anybody, and that even the greatest demigods or any greatest persons could ever achieve. See, and he gave it easily, naturally, to his devotees. And they gave it to those who took shelter, because everybody's a dog. That's why even devotees who get this mercy, I'm not ashamed to say I'm a fool and a dog, you know but I got the mercy, and the Lord has given me the intelligence and the ability and the spiritual power, of Radha's love, bhakti, to the power. Without that, there's no power to awaken this in others. You have to be a conduit for the force. You got to be, for that force of that. You got to be like a fire hose. Very strong. You ever see a fire hose? Very thick, man. Okay, so it can handle the water coming through it. That's Radha's love, man. I remember I was preaching. One of my first disciples got just a little. For the first time, he got just a little, not even a drop of bhakti awakened, and he was exhausted after. Oh, I was so tired. That's why people probably, they're bringing forth from other lifetimes, to handle the force of this bhakti. It takes a strong root, You see, Maya's always trying to knock it down in some way. So all glories to the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. So one is very lucky. By good fortune, you find the real devotee and associate of Lord Chaitanya who has that eternal transcendental bond. You found the best rope to be pulled out of this illusion. Okay? You found the greatest treasure that's very easily accessible. You found the greatest deity to get to know through that devotee, because they're the ones who present that devotee. They're servants of Nityananda. See, Nityananda reveals the real Krishna, the real Lord Chaitanya to the people of the world. Nobody else can do it. You have to be a servant in the line. And you have to prove it ultimately, otherwise there's no preaching of love of God. It's you preach rules, regulations, ceremonies, stuff like that, external bhakti. Yeah, but this is, no, you have to preach, you have to be it, you have to be empowered by the transcendental potency to release it on this planet. Amy says, I'm not ashamed to say I am a fool and a dog either. It wasn't for this preaching. I wouldn't have ever realized how ignorant and in the mode of passion that I was in. See, isn't that's the person got the mercy? See? Not ashamed. See? See? This is like in the Bible, they realized a certain thing. They realized that faith in Jesus was beautiful. It was wonderful, made you instantly righteous. But confession was unto salvation. That means you had to overcome the shame, being ashamed of Jesus' name. See, just like here, you have to be, you have, because the preaching is coming from a guru that is empowered there. If you're ashamed of preaching their name, then you're not quite free yet. See, that's why, the shame is one of these obstacles. See? Jesus even, he had the confidence and the authority. He said, "Those who have faith in my name." See? That's how it is. That's why the devotees are authoritative. Yeah. If you have faith in the name of a real devotee and you stand up for them, that's how you get it. If you have faith in the name of Gaur Haridas and you preach it, you know that name is becoming formidable. People they're afraid of it. You tell that, say, hey, can we invite Gaur Haridas for a class session to our temple? Ah! See if you can get an invite for Gaur Haridas to get. You can't even get an invite for Lalita now. She's she's a she's even fear personified is afraid of her. You're muted. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm on the blacklist.
You're on the blacklist. Yeah, she's blacklist. You're a black sheep, man. Yeah. So that's just how this works. But when you do that boldly from your heart, that means you've overcome, the Lord's. And then you can do some good work here because if people believe in your guru, because they see that you believe in the guru and you're not ashamed, that that you figured it out, that you really found real happiness. Because if it's really real, there people are going to be very happy when they develop faith in a real guru that's empowered by the transcendental potency. That's the way it goes. It's a faith deal, right? I mean, look at the ones who are faithful. Look at Janaki. Yeah, look at Janardhan. Is it Janardhan? Yeah, look at him. Look at anybody. Look at Govinda. Look at Lalita. Look at Rohan. See it? You look at them, you see faith. When I used to hear when I heard Prabhupada preach, even this basic stuff, man, I just from his voice, what I got was faith in Krishna, man. I loved it. I felt it, man. This man believes in God, man. Yeah, I got that faith instantly. See, you need somebody like that. Has realization, realizing, understanding by personal experience. Hey, they do call you a very popular sahaja. Hey, well, hey, now we're making some headway here. That's pretty good. I like that. A very popular sahaja. See, they can't deny that we're not getting popular. So they have to say, well, we'll give it. He's still a sahaja, just a popular one. In other words, they're losing. They just won't admit it. If you're, the way people have been trained to hate sahajas, and if Gaur Haridas is becoming a popular sahaja, and Lalita's a popular sahaja, and Johan's a popular sahaja, Oh, hey, we're making headway.
At least they know you.
Yeah, and they're saying, well, they're popular, that means some people believe in them. You're right, man. We got the greatest happiness here, man. I ain't ashamed to tell it, man. I boldly, man. That's what you get when you start tasting the greatest, nectar in this universe. And the name is so wonderful, and it gives you the revelation of the path, and you see it in the book. You just preach the book, man. You preach the realization. Whoever will believe in this preaching, man, this testimony, it's just like Jesus said. If you got the mercy coming, you were a disciple of Jesus. He was alive in the body, man, and you were one of those apostles, and you got the Holy Spirit. And Jesus said, whoever believes in their testimony, see, will get the same spirit that Jesus had, that they got. That's the line. It's the way it is here, man. I'm also testifying. I have my way of testifying. You got your way, man. Guru Tattva, man. You just tell people, hey, man, I got this from my guru. I got this, my way. I can brought it in and then awakened really easily, and this is what it is. And now, go on. I don't know who's your guru. It don't matter, man. You can see we know what we're talking about here. There's some people with thousands of persons have gurus out there, and they're like neophytes, babies. They don't have realizations like this. They don't have ecstasy like this. So who cares what guru I got or anybody else? Let's see. Can you deliver the goods? What guru did Jesus have? Nobody knows, but he had the Holy Spirit, right, and proved it. What guru did Nityananda has? Nobody knows. He came out of nowhere, ecstasy, but he had ecstasy. Yeah, it's spiritual potency, man. He could awaken that ecstasy in others, just like Gowari does. He may be a fool, he may be a dog, but ecstasy is being transmitted here, and Acharya Dave can't seem to do it. We can't even get one examples of a transmission. Not even Radhanath, Mr. Humble Pie himself. I can't see a transmission. I know I boast a lot, but hey, man, is it true or not? Hey, don't worry. Boasting is a transcendental potency. You know when it is? When you can do the job. Just like Lord Caitanya boasted, hey, look, man, watch this. Narayana cried for Krishna. She cried for Krishna. We do this every day. He boasted, I boast. Like father, like son. What do you expect? If you can boast if you can do the job, then it's a transcendental mellow boasting. Did you know that? If you got boasters in this world, they boast and they lie. Or you boast, oh, my Guru Dave, Narayan Raj, he's so fantastic. Oh, Radhanath, so fantastic. That's so fantastic. Yeah, what did he do for you? What's the fantasticness? Well, we just kind of blindly boast like we blindly chant, dryly chant and dryly boast. We got nothing to back it up, no substance. You can boast about your guru. You got something to back it up. Yeah, man, I got this. What did God do in your life? Did you get God? Is he a transcendental tree? Have you got some transcendental fruit? Are you eating it? What does it look like? See, all these things. Ask these gurus, ask any of them if they can explain things like this. And then you look in the book, and then like magic, you see it. Like magic, you don't see it when you hear them preach. They're speculations. It's magic. Did you know it's all a magic app? Ta-da! The real truth appears now. Come here and listen, and we'll just arrange everything as it is. We just take all those things they rearranged so you can't see the truth in the book, and we just take it, or do a little magic thing here, and abracadabra, boom! There's the real solid truth, ecstatic truth. Wow, I can see. You know what opening blind eyes is? You're able to read the scriptures and be very ecstatic about it. Wow, these truths are they're like food. They're like sugar candy, man. These verses, right, Lolita? Aren't they like this candy, and they're just sweet and oh yes. See, it's all about magic, man. Maya does her magic, we do our magic, man. But there's a difference here. Our magic causes things to appear. Their magic causes the truth to disappear. Our magic causes the truth to appear. And you're set free. Didn't Jesus say, ooh, the truth will set you free? And we do our little magic act and make the truth appear again. You didn't know I had a hat. Magician, too, huh? Another hat. So we'll have a challenge of boasters. Let's say you bring the biggest boasters in ISKCON and Gaudius Math, Gaudius Miti. I could just hear them. Oh no, we're not boasters. No, we're humble pies. Oh, you don't boast? Why do people call you Acharya Dave if you're not boasting? They're boasting. Oh, we just give the infer these things. We infer that we're great devotees, but of course we walk like this. But I'll put on the sannyasi thing that I'm a sannyasi and I'm a Goswami. Goswami control the senses. I can't control. I'm not. Arjuna couldn't control his senses. He got the mercy. Even the devotees of Lord Caitanya admitted we can't. Even the Devotees, I can't control my senses, but he got the mercy. Gauri too. I also can't control my senses, but no, I can't. I'm no Goswami. But they got big titles. Oh, we can control our senses. I say, bullshit. You're liars, man. You just got the title and people believe you're bullshit, man. And you say, I boast. That to me is boasting. Huh, yeah. I got good news for people. You don't need to be a Goswami to get the mercy of Lord Caitanya. Isn't that good news there, Lalita? Isn't that true news? Anybody who hears these pastimes from those who have the mercy of Lord Caitanya and prove it with the tears and the bliss and the ecstasy and deep revelation, uncommon Krishna conscious revelation. Oh, you can also get this. You can have devotion to Krishna. We got so many here are getting it. River, how is empowerment from the Lord magic? Magic is a trick. Are you talking about transcendental magic? Well, there's magic in the world, there's magic in spirit. See, the magic is to make the truth appear. I mean, that is a magic act. We're living in this Maya. That's what one thing people tell me when they come here. They say, "Wow, you come, we understanding, we're seeing, things that we didn't see before. We saw everything before like was real forever, and now I see, wow, it's temporary. I see the real truth, and that's a magic act, but it's truth magic." Not a you see, magic in the world is trickery and lies and cheating. The transcendental magic is to make the magic of Vrindavan. Isn't that? Don't you feel the magic of Vrindavan here?
Of course, ecstasy, when you receive these loads of ecstasies, very magic.
Magic. That's
These
wonderful.
transformations,
Nothing
it's
wrong.
always.
Pure magic is beautiful. The thing is, when you mix it together, the magic of the world is terrible because they use magic. Even good and bad magic is still mundane material. This is transcendental magic. The magic makes the magic of Vrindavan appear. Just
The
no
fact
magic.
that you can dive in Vrindavan, then you can experience those rasas, that's really, really magic.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, it's magic empowerment from the Lord. It's wonderful magic. There's nothing wrong with magic when it's transcendental. It's beautiful. If there's magic in the world, there's magic in transcendental world. That's part of the world. That's why Vrindavan's so beautiful. It's very magical. So many magical things happen there. The place is only 34 miles in circumference. But when the devotees there, it expands. It's bigger than, it takes up the whole, everything is in, well, it's just, it expands everything. Like, to walk from Vrindavan to Barsana, where Radharani is. Well, it would take you day and a whole day, a day and a half maybe to get there. But in Vrindavan, in the time when Krishna's here, it's just like they just walk. It's just like a little short walk, to there, and you're over in Barsana. Everything expands or contracts. If they want to take a longer journey, everything expands. It's under the magic of Krishna. Beautiful, all kinds of wonderful things. When you in Vrindavan, the walking is dancing. People are just that's pretty magical, isn't it? The walking is dancing, the talking is singing and poetry.
Those verses are magic.
Yeah,
Such a verse can be so magical.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Amazement and all that. So, and it's increasing. That's the beautiful thing, man. That's why this will ultimately become more and more attractive while we're here, and while our descendants are here. This is how. You know, I'm not into a seminal descendancy here. I want to. I'd like to see this as a transcendental. See where people are converted into devotees of Krishna and Lord Chaitanya, and then they pass it on to their friends and families, and they keep going. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, you start reading a little bit. My voice is messed up.
Okay.
Go to the text number 3.
Yeah. Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you.
The description of Lord Chaitanya as the gardener and the tree is inconceivable. Now, here, with attention about the branches of this tree.
See, the Lord makes us the empowered version of that. See, so the branches, we're the branches, but the tree is the Lord is in us, so He's the tree. He makes us represent the tree. You know, Uh, it's the most beautiful, magical thing to experience how that works. But it's complete magic. That in itself. How the empowered versions. You're the branch, and also the tree is in living inside you. It's when people tell me. I tell you, even this morning I heard people say, "Oh, I'm so glad that you've come today." They say to me, and I'm thinking, Lord, yeah, I'm so glad that you'll come, because without you, there's no show. There's just a body here, and if it's not the transcendental potency, it's the material modes. Goodness coming, showing, representing. See, you reflect whatever modes are you're in, but if you're fortunate, you reflect the transcendental mode. See, and people see that. And then that's where you get a taste, the aroma of the lotus flower, especially when you start surrendering to those devotees and their preaching, and you really get it. Like, wow, this is food, man. This is real life. Like Fanny was saying, like this. She's smelling the aroma of the lotus flower. Look at the result of that. See, that's why you see this is the verses personified, the actual experience here. You read that verse and you see, oh, there's a Fanny, there's an Amy there, or anybody else. A Janaki there, a Govinda there, a Lalita there. See, the aroma of the lotus flower, because you're surrendering to the truth. See, and if you don't take shelter, you can't do it. You can't have this taste. See, that was like Ramachandra Puri. He was a disciple of Madhavendra Puri, and so was Ishvara Puri. Ishvara was a good son. He could smell the aroma of the lotus flower. He served his guru sincerely. He loved his guru. He heard from his guru. He would tell stories to his guru about Krishna, and his guru would be in ecstasy, and he would be able to relish that aroma. And Ishvara Puri, I mean, Madhav, no, Sham,
Ramachandra.
what's it? Ramachandra Puri couldn't. Ramachandra Puri was a fault finder, and he wanted to be better than his guru or equal to his guru, and better actually, because he actually tried to instruct his guru. Okay? Therefore, he couldn't smell the aroma of the lotus flower in that mood. See, that's the teaching of these pastimes. So, do you want to smell the aroma? Well, it comes to you surrender to your guru sincerely. You see, and they're the ones who smell the aroma. And if you're smelling the aroma, you'll start to get tears and you'll start to get ecstasy and all these, because that's the procedure. That's how it works. Yeah. Surrendering to guru basically is you're surrendering to their conception, their
Yeah.
understanding, and that is what lifts you to a higher mode than what you have already, to the transcendental mode. There's no other way to get it. You have to be lifted. That's being saved. You're saved by the word of God that comes through his real, transcendentally empowered representatives. It's always been like that. It always will be like that. That's why the Lord comes here and starts things going. That's why the devotees who are here after the Lord comes, or his devotees come and they make, that's how it's continued. You have to have these realizations. Yeah. Go ahead there, Lalita. You got a cold too, like me? No?
No, well,
That's another story, right? Yeah. And one you don't want to talk about, I don't blame you. Okay, go ahead.
among the associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there were many, but none of them should be considered lower or higher. This cannot be ascertained.
Yeah,
Or,
you know why that is. That's really important.
yeah,
That's what you see here. I have, like the guru is the empowered version of Lord Chaitanya. The guru starts the garden again. Okay, so revival type thing. Okay? So it's the same thing here. People have love of God here also, and you can't consider, oh, this is a higher person. This is a. If you have love of Krishna, you have love of Krishna, man. And that's it. That means the Lord is living in your body, and it'll grow. And so you got to kind of be a little careful. Of course, there are some devotees who may have a deeper, what do you call it, more mature love, more mature. That can be there. But if you see symptoms of love of Krishna, that people love God, love Krishna, don't look at them like ordinary people. They're not. The Lord has accepted them into His entourage. I don't know. Okay, this is people make that mistake here, and it's a big one because it'll cause offenses. Fences, literally put a fence between what is going on here. This is not anything like the world and worldly dealings where people have like different qualities. Oh, this person's a really nice person. They got a good personality. Oh, they're so together and all that. And this person's not together. Avoid them because they're not together. They're not in the higher mode of goodness, and that guy's more ignorance. Ah, no, 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 no. It's different here. The Lord is giving His mercy to the faithful. If anybody develops faith in His preaching, you may have maybe you're in a mode of ignorance more or less, and you're codependence, and you're bipolar, and all kinds of shit that goes on here. But if the Lord gives His mercy, you have to see the symptoms of that. And the symptoms are pretty clear now. Not just when you hear and chant, you taste the nectar in the name. You like to hear the pastimes. You become enlivened by that. You like truth. You love the truth more and more and more. It brings tears to your eyes, brings laughter and all that. So, you have to see, oh, okay, oh, yeah, they're a little bit coarse because of that. Yeah, okay. See, don't pay it any mind. Krishna's not,
Iti
yeah,
Jagaya Madai.
yeah. Could you imagine Krishna coming and paying my, well, I don't think I'm going to live in Viriver because she's not perfect and she's got this and that going, being hooked on a machine and for 30 years. And, no, I think I'm going to give myself to her regardless because she's faithful. She believes in her guru. Can you see that? Can you see she has faith in her guru?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you see that she hangs in there even though all her karmic stuff and all of that is going on and getting increasing mercy all the time? You see that? See, that's what you got to look for. Now, those are the real eyes. If you do that, you'll stay. You won't be offensive because you got to look at that with new eyes on this, new vision. It's not like the world. You can't apply worldly vision to what's going on here. You have to see this sangha here is a representation of the special mercy of Lord Caitanya to give prema symptoms, even though you're not qualified. They don't understand this in any of those groups. Even the Raimars, they teach you got to be a superstar devotee before you can get prema. You got to be perfect and all in art and nirviti and everything. But that ain't the teaching of Lord Caitanya.
No. They think they are higher than the Lord. That you need to be perfect instead of believing that He will make you into a devotee and
Yeah,
perfect you little by
everything
little.
will happen naturally, even if you don't make it to being so perfect. I mean, just by the fact you have that Lord living in you, He's going to take care of you. He's going to protect you. He's going to take you where He is and His devotees are. And that'll just increase and forever. Okay? That's why those who are fortunate, they get the realization that what's here is fantastic, man. The best place on this planet that I can see. If you don't get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya somewhere, well, you haven't found the best place on the planet to be because there's nothing like this mercy. There's no more greater freedom in this mercy, no more greater purification, no more greater transcendental happiness than this mercy and where it is. Yeah. Go ahead, Lalita.
So all the great personalities in the line of Lord Chaitanya enumerated these devotees, but they could not
The great
distinguish.
personalities. People don't know what it is to be a great personality. They think a great personality is one of these gurus. Could be. Or a big sannyasi. Could be. F, big F. Or it could be actually a poor beggar. Maybe, maybe not. But that depends. A great personality is those who have the mercy of Lord Chaitanya and surrender to the real path. Then the Lord gives Himself to you. Automatically, you become a great personality, even though so many people don't believe it, because so many people are in Maya. So many people are looking at externals. Oh, he's a great personality in ISKCON because he's a big guru with a bunch of followers. He's a great
Material,
personality because he appears to be austere, and I say appear because of what they may not.
it's
You know,
material thinking. It's not
yeah,
spiritual thinking.
yeah, it's only appearance, and so a great personality is a devotee of Lord Chaitanya. Now that's that. See, a great personality is not an elite person. Is not uh, 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 necessarily an elite person or a Trump or a Biden that people praise and blame. They praise and blame different. It depends on what party you're in, or a big doctor or anything. Or it could be if they have the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, where they're real, intimate, ecstatic relatives and have relation with the Lord, and they have the same kind of feelings that God have, and they promote that in this world. They're a great personality. But if you don't have it, you're not. In the eyes of God, you're not. In the eyes of real devotees, you're not. That's why I preach like this. Now, you can't say I'm offensive to these gurus because I say, okay, well, if you have love for Lord Chaitanya, love for Radha and Krishna, and that you show that you're not a cheater and you're not a putana and a liar and all that, then no problem. Otherwise, I'm doing you a favor and everybody else a favor by revealing the truth. Because if you don't have this standard, man, if you're not on the other side of the ruler of having the highest truth and being the highest truth, because the Lord is living in you, see, then I'm doing you a favor pointing that out, and because you're wasting your time. You're going to die. You're going to see Prabhupada and Lord Chaitanya, Radha, and well, you won't see them, but you'll see, and you'll see that you didn't make it. You thought it was another standard. You thought it was a checklist. You thought it was a rubber stamp from your GBC members to get into the kingdom. No, no, the books are all very clear. You come here, I'll make it very crystal clear what it is the standard, man. It's all written in Prabhupada's books and the Goswami books. Yeah, you have to have this ecstatic devotion and prove that God is living in you. Even if you have externally some coarseness, doesn't matter. Is God living in? Does He live with that person? That they don't teach in ISKCON because they can't. They're not that kind of person. Yeah? It's like that, the worshiper of Lord Jagannath, where Jagannath come from this worshiper. He was just a low, coarse Sudra, less than a Sudra, man. But Lord Jagannath liked this person because this person loved him with real transcendental love, even though he's a coarse person, everything. The king says, no, this, you can't worship Lord Jagannath. You're not qualified. You're not a Brahmin. Look at you. You got coarse qualities.
You just need to be qualified.
And Lord Jagannath came in a dream to that king because he took the deity away from this guy. He said, how dare you do that? This is my devotee here. I like staying with him. You give him back to him. And what is this? Give me back to him. You stole. See, wrong standard. Same thing here. Watch, that you don't fall into that. Oh, I don't know. This person ain't worthy to associate with. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, I tell you, man. If you discriminate, oh well, Lalita Ganga and Johan, I like their love of God, or vice versa, or oh, I'm into Johan and not Lalita Ganga, or I'm
Like
into River, no, or Lalita Ganga and not River because she's got these bad Christ, she's got this and this and this and this. Hey man, she's got the same God that Lalita has, doesn't she? Doesn't she have the same Lord you got?
of course, the
Yeah,
same
of
God.
course. Yeah. That goes for anybody who has that. You know? But make sure they got that. See, that's I'm teaching this because some people in our Sangha may not have it yet. You know. So you'll get some, I mean, we gotta do the white glove thing here. Transcendental white glove. You know. So this is how you overcome the Maya and stay out of offenses. Tarun, he's got a lot of questions and talks and stuff. Yeah. So anyway, that's the little subtle details, and it's important because so much mercy is being given here to people who were. It's all undeserved mercy. None of it deserve it really, other than we're just lucky. We're just lucky to be here for some reason or other. You see, by some reason or other, we have the shelter. Some reason or other, I had this ecstasy.
Yeah,
Brought it
we
in or
don't
something.
know.
Some reason or other, you guys are having faith in this, and look at you. You're saying, "Witness, yeah, yeah, we like this, man."
Yeah. That's the anger of the Vaidis towards me. Who the heck are you? You're so low, low. You just came to clean a little bit and now you're coming to preach us. And while we are devotees for such a long time, that's
Yeah,
their anger. That's why they
yeah,
hate
yeah.
me.
They can't see the real quality. They don't know them. Nobody's taught them. They haven't went through the purification. That's why here it gets. You're going to go through stuff here, and it sometimes gets a bit severe. But it is what it is. We just the Lord will help us because we're here. You get through it quick. Yeah. Go ahead, Lolita.
Not
I just
understanding the mercy of the Lord.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Uh, I offer my I offer my respectful obeisances unto them as a token of respect. I request them not to consider my offenses. Actually, Guru Maharaj, if they would be pure devotees, if they would have that much prema, those gurus, they wouldn't take offense. They wouldn't feel offended.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah, but they don't have this level of realization.
Mm.
See, this is proof that this is topmost. It's a false ego. It's like if they feel, oh, go Hari, why are you against me? The
Yeah,
chest goes up like that. Oh, false ego. Yeah, that
yeah.
Brigu. I think Brigu Muni tested Lord Vishnu to find out he was the best one because he went and first he kicked Brahma in the chest, and Brahma thought, "Oh, how dare you do this?" But then he controlled his anger, So Brigu picked it up. He got angry, and then he kicked Shiva in the chest, and Shiva got really he was going to kill him and all this stuff. And he said, "Oh, he's not the best deity." And then Lord Vishnu, he kicked Lord Vishnu in the chest, and Lord Vishnu says, "Oh, I'm so sorry, you know, oh, my hard chest and your soft foot. Oh, I'm so sorry. And so anyway, Brigu liked that mood. See? And then again, devotees might think, you see, you got to be like that, but not always is the devotee like that. See, this is the thing.
No,
An associate of the Lord isn't always like that. See? Especially when they're in the Leela. See, Lord Chaitanya, and Radha and Krishna are Leela avatars, and so are their associates. That's why it's a Leela here. You can't say, oh, see, Gohari, he gets angry because if he was really like in tune with Lord Vishnu, he would go, oh, and
no,
just,
that's
oh,
transcendental anger. That's the anger to defend the Lord. That's
yeah.
different.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a lot of stuff, and it has a different result because it's Leela. Lord Vishnu doesn't really do a Leela much. He's the super soul in the hearts of everybody. He's tolerant and just. But when the Leela avatars like Nishingadev was the same Lord, but
Oh, yeah. Look at
they
that one.
purified. And Lord Chaitanya also very angry sometimes. It's always in the service of the Lord. Spontaneous.
Yeah.
The Lord acts. You can't see that's why you can't really control a real devotee surrender to the Lord because they're acting because the Lord causes them to act. Literally, it's just
But I don't want to make you talk too much, but once you've got to show me where I can find the anger of Lord Chaitanya, because Balaram always says that he was never angry and so
oh
soft.
my God, there are
Oh,
so many places. Oh, I'll show you. Don't worry. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
There are plenty of places.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. The Lord got angry many times. He even got angry as a child. What is it? I mean, you can see in the first. He got so angry he would poke holes in the roof, and his mother was
Oh,
at
yeah,
first.
yeah, 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 yeah.
What
And
is it? That's the
getting the
Lord.
pot, yeah,
Yeah.
and the pot.
Yeah. He got angry. You could look at with Advaita Charya. Advaita Charya was preaching Mayavadi, and the Lord came and he got very angry. He said, "You call me here to preach bhakti and devotion. Now you're doing your old habit," because he was like Lord Shiva, also a combination. Your old habit of preaching Mayavadi, and he says, "This is I cannot tolerate this." And he started angry, yelling and beating him with his fists. And even Sita, the wife of Adwaita said, "Please stop, because he might not be able to survive your chastisement."
Yeah, I also remember things
See?
now.
But Adwaita was in ecstasy; he loved it. And that is a whole beautiful thing. And also, the Lord got angry at Gopal Chapal, who made an offense against the pure devotee, putting wine and stuff on his porch, and because he was a Brahmin. And so he got leprosy and everything. And then he comes, "Oh, Lord Chaitanya, will you deliver me? You're Petita Pavana Banandi. I got all these problems." And the Lord said to teach him, he says, I shall not deliver you. You were offensive to Srivas Thakur, and you made him look bad in front of the community. I shall not deliver you. They're very angry. Well, this is just the beginning of your suffering, man. The worms, and after this life, worms are going to bite you like for millions. And like really, made it really explicit. And Gopal was shivering, shaking, man. And but what was the result? He ran to Srivasa's. He realized, oh, Vaishnava Aparad, and was forgiven by Srivas.
Yeah. Really defending.
Srivas forgave him in the beginning, but it's a pastime. The Lord to show, there are different ways that pastime was meant too. Because another way is Lord Chaitanya went to Srivas and said, this guy offended you, and yeah, I know you don't take any mind to it and everything, but unless you forgive him, he's going to have this leprosy. He's just going to suffer more and more. And then Srivas laughed. He says, "Oh yeah, you're actually the deliverer. Actually, yeah, I forgive him, no problem." And then boom, he was cured. So, yeah, Mm. Yeah. I think we'll stop here because I get tempted because it's
I
so.
made you talk.
It's wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much.
I'd like to talk more, but
Yeah, we know. Thank you. We like to hear.
yeah, thank you for your ecstatic classes and your relishing, Ross. It's so great, man. Lolita is so fantastic. You are so amazing. There's
All
so
the
many amazing
time.
people here too. I tell you, I don't want to leave anybody out because you're also everybody coming here is pretty amazing. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
all your mercy.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Oops.